Now the next step that you got to be careful with in your count and also in your application of an adjustment is again 10, 11, and 12. Now see here that if you use the spinous contact, see here how close they're together, right here now, see? Now lots of times when you're palpating, you'll miss probably 2 vertebrae, at least one, because this feels that one vertebra. Now how are you going to get a contact on that with your pisiform? See? You're not careful enough in analyzing these things. See here? And that's typical. So there's just one way to adjust the spinous like that. Again, is with your thumb. See? Now again, if it's spinous contact, I got to get my thumb up here like this here, and either get the other thumb up there or this up here like this. And you'll see how easy it moves. Just nothing to it. Just falls in place. Like I said before, you show it the way home and it goes on its own. Yes, Doctor?
An old technique of my Dr. Steinbach in Pittsburgh. He used to use the thumb a lot through the finger and transfers to spine.
Bet your life. But be sure that you're on the vertebra. The reason it hurts the patients is because our contact is too broad. This is too big an area. You're taking in too much muscle. You've got to get right down to fine contact. It'd be better for you, if we had to use this, is to get a piece of wood or a contact in between your pisiform, put it on the vertebra first, something that would stick on the tissue, and then your pisiform on top of that. If we had a piece of wood with a Velcro on there, for instance, and stick that onto the spine, onto the transverse, then come up here like this if you want to, then it would work out all right. But the whole problem is, with all of us, we got too big a contact, we're taking in too much muscle, and that's why it hurts the patient. You've got to get away from that kind of technique, because we've grown away from that. We're full grown now. We don't have to experiment anymore. Absolutely. And that's what this is for. We've grown out of those crude, painful procedures. And some of you fellows that have trouble with the thumb, I'll have some of this Velcro that'll stick right under the tissue. You stick it right here now, see? I can stick that right there and have it up here, so then you can use your pisiform on there if you want to. See? That can be done. Velcro that we use on the tables here. We can make a compound that'll stick onto the tissue, see? Something like a tape. Have a piece of wood about this high, see? And have tape at the bottom so wherever you stick it onto the patient sticks there. Don't you see? And then you get your pisiform on top of that and set it. And that way you get a fine contact. Have it about the size of my nail. That's as big as it should be. Size of a penny.
That doesn't hurt the patient?
It won't hurt the patient then, because your contact is small. It's right on the vertebra. The reason that you're hurting your patient, you've got too broad a contact. And the reason that you're failing to make a correction here, you're adjusting 2 vertebrae. Now you adjust here now, for instance, with a pisiform, you adjust both of those. Which one moves? See? It just hurts. You've got to get one or the other, and the only way you can do that is with your finger, your thumb. Does that show through all right, Tom? So that's very necessary.